Okay, so today we're doing a deep dive into the sources around Miles Cornelius. He's this really interesting self-published author.
Yeah, interesting because he kind of straddles two worlds, right? You've got this epic fantasy, the Black Forest series.
And then completely different, these like tight 1980s murder mysteries.
Exactly. So our mission really is to look at the materials and kind of figure out, what connects these. Is there a common thread?
And the starting point is pretty wild, isn't it? His origin story.
Oh, totally. It's not just background fluff. It actually explains a lot about his style, I think.
The prison emails, right?
Yeah, get this. He was working at a prison and started writing the Black Forest basically as daily emails.
Just for his coworkers.
Originally, yeah. It was supposed to be a funny way to see who wanted the free staff lunch that day. People had to read the installment to sign up.
That's brilliant. So he basically had to hook them every single day.
Right. A beginning, middle, and a cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm.
Every single day. Imagine the pressure.
No wonder his pacing feels so relentless, even in the fantasy.
It really trained him, Fast-paced, dynamic fiction. It makes sense why both the fantasy and the thrillers move so quickly.
Okay, so let's look at the first book, The Black Forest. Came out in 2021.
Mm-hmm. And it has all those classic fantasy bits you expect.
King, princess, jester.
Dragon, evil sorcerer, knights.
Mm-hmm.
The whole 9 yards. Set against this big dragon threat.
But the plot, like you said, kicks off super fast. Princess turns 18, boom, she exiles the jester.
Just like that. And he ends up in the Black Forest, teaming up with these 3 guys trying to kill the king.
Forngel, Taylor, and Wilbur. An unlikely team.
Very unlikely. They had to band together to defeat the dragon instead. Well, it moves.
But with that speed, how does he manage the world building that fantasy needs? Doesn't it slow things down?
Well, that's where the sequel's coming, I think.
Yeah.
Helmervik, the next one, just out October 2024.
Right, that one shifts things a bit.
It does. It brings in a modern element. You have this archaeologist, Dr. Brock.
Yeah, looking for castle ruins, the Spanish Black Knight legend.
Exactly. But instead, he releases an ancient demon, Helmervik.
So that connects the fantasy past to the present day. It sort of anchors the myth.
Precisely. That bleed through ancient stuff impacting the modern world seems to be a key theme.
And he's got more planned, right? Like at least 4 more books?
Yeah, it's an expanding series. The next one, spring 2026 apparently, is supposed to bring the original fantasy characters.
The jester. The princess.
Them and the king killers too, yeah. Right into our time.
Whoa. Okay, that'll be something. But even with all the, demons and dragons, people talk about the humor.
Oh, yeah, the witty voice. It definitely stands out. Readers say it's great for reading aloud, even the kids.
Despite the stakes being quite high.
Right. It's straightforward fantasy, but then you get these hilarious little moments, these non sequiturs.
Like that quote, "The jester needs a weapon," asks a knight.
And the knight says, "Alas, I do not, as I am only a weekend warrior. And since this is Thursday, I got nothing."
It's just so perfectly silly. How does he pull that off without ruining the tension?
I think it's about tonal control. The humor often shows character, maybe a flaw or just humanity, but he snaps back to the plot quickly.
Keeps that pace up. The email training again.
Probably. And that distinctive voice, that control, maybe that's why he can switch gears so effectively to crime fiction.
Right, the pivot. He's not just fantasy. 4 horror and murder mysteries published too.
Yellow Gloves, The Last Prom.
Okay, let's talk about The Last Prom, also 2021.
Yeah, classic setup. Who'd have done it? But said very specifically in a 1980s high school.
You really feel the 80s, right? Walkmans, VCRs.
Yeah.
It's not just window dressing.
No, it serves the plot, I'd argue. The lack of modern tech, no internet, no cell phones.
Yeah.
It really isolates the characters.
Makes the disappearances during the senior prom feel more claustrophobic.
Definitely. It centers on this bullied kid, Homer, and a string of disappearances. It's known for really strong misdirection.
And a shocking reveal, apparently. Haven't read that one yet, but it sounds intense.
It's tight. Very focused compared to the sprawling fantasy.
So, wrapping this up, what's the big takeaway for you, the listener, from all this?
I mean, it's got to be his versatility, right? From serial emails written at work
to epic fantasy and these really specific retro murder mysteries.
And his ability to write to a structure, whether it's the daily email constraint or the confines of an 80s high school, that seems to be his strength.
Yeah, his superpower, almost. And the themes that pop up again and again.
Underdogs winning out, friendship being crucial.
And that people aren't always what they seem. Big theme in both genres for him.
Definitely. So looking ahead, We know the jester, the princess, the killers are coming to the modern world in the next book.
Right, so here's something for you to think about. When these characters, these sort of classic archetypes of good and evil,
When they slam into the messy, gray morality of the 21st century.
yeah, what happens then? How does that ancient battle play out with, like, smartphones and social media and everything
Well,
else?
what kind of culture shock are we talking? It's a fascinating question. We definitely encourage you to follow the series and see where he takes it.